So, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the third round of the Farmers League Splay buzzer against Foodplies in the Swiss format round in the second round of the Farmers League after the group stage. And we see Foodplies in red and Splay buzzer in blue. And he playing on Arena. And Splay buzzer is playing as the Sicilians. And Foodplies is playing as the Celts. So, quite interesting choice because it's not going for the standard Cis, I would say, on Arena. Foodplies is going for the Celts, quite strong infantry Civ. Also, the siege weapons are quite strong, but as I said, not a typical civilization on Arena. And on the other side, Splay was playing as the Sicilians. Of course, also strong civilization. The First Crusade is quite strong as kind of power boost in the late stage, but also not a typical Arena civilization. We will see what Foodplies is about to play a strategy, because he is used these days to pretty well prepared, having a lot of good strategies in mind when he's playing. So Celts might be, for example, a sign of having a phosphorus strategy in mind, which is very interesting on the Arena at least. But yeah, we will see. Arena is basically always the same in the beginning. Both players push the gear in or are still pushing gear in. And I'm curious if this player will see this boar, because this boar is quite on the other edge of the map. He might be lucky, because it would be easy to not find it, but he had found it. So, what have we seen in the first two places? We have seen the first game on Team Island and the second game on El Dorado. And the first game, Splay buzzer defended quite strong, I would say, against Foodplies' landing aggression, but yet Foodplies was stubborn enough and also pretty well trained, so he had got the upper hand with his land aggression. And on El Dorado, the early game was not too bad of Splay buzzer, but he did not have any map knowledge at all, it seemed. So there were some points in the game where he had zero on food for a couple of minutes, because he did not seem to know that the outer edge of the map is full of water and deep sea fish. And yeah, he simply did not prepare this map. And on the other side, Foodplies, playing the Bulgarians, having a strategy in mind with grab post aggression in the middle, was well prepared, as we know him these days. So at least the second game was a quite obvious win by Foodplies. So yeah, Arena. We all know Arena, especially as caster, it's quite annoying in the beginning of the game, because not too much will happen. Even though Foodplies is going forward now with a villager, which he is sometimes doing to maybe wall in the opponent. Quite questionable strategy, but might work. And here we have some scout chase, and it seems like okay, Splay buzzer can escape from this little edge of the forest. So, not too much special things are happening. We have 22 villagers to 20 by rupees, who is already going to feudal age. And this is interesting because this is showing us it's not a typical fast castle, especially on arena. And this seems rather like some early forward aggression. As I said, he is running in his opponent. I mean, Splay could at any time delete any wall to go out, but well, as he is doing, and he is killing this villager very certainly. I'm not sure because he is not feudal age, so quite ballsy move here. But at least he's trying a villager as well. Food piece. I'm interested to see what he's up to. Is really going for the fast castle with 22 villagers. I mean, not the most obvious approach here. Blacksmith and market are dropped. He's lacking some food, but he could use or abuse the market to buy it. Maybe sell the stone, go up early, then then I'm sure we will see some Celts early castle age aggression here with some siege weapons. Splay is just now going to feudal. He will not be too far behind with this castle age timing if he's not planning to go for a fast, which is never a good idea against food PC because Splay must know that some early or at least early castle age aggression will come. So, Splay was a questioning dungeon approach. Why is he building that? I'm not sure. I mean, what is he fearing? And what is a dungeon achieving here? I'm not too sure. Now going up himself, at least he's building the market. Not having a second building so far. What is this dungeon? I don't really get it. But at least he will not be too far. Well, he will be quite some time behind in his castle age timing. And yeah, he will be surprised of the fast castle food piece who must have traded. I mean, his build up is quite tight with 21 villagers fast castle, and he's now building a building for the siege weapons just in the face of Splay, who at least has his dungeon, so he is able to produce some sergeants, which is not too bad. At least he's able to produce them, and he is doing it. So he will have some military units ready once he's the first Mangonel, and this means he could go for the Mangonel kill here with the sergeant, or for the Scorpion kill. So Splay should build more sergeants. He could just attack here. He should actually. He knows that the forward is coming. He's doing the right thing, building up his military and building a wall behind his primary wall. So yeah, we'll see how the Scorpions are performing against a good amount of sergeants here. Splay economy though is not too healthy here. He has a lot of idols, 7 idols. Just pour on food, which is basically not a problem. But he should do something with his sergeants here. And produce more. Don't stop to produce military units here. Because right now you have the upper hand. You can kill these scorpions. Don't go for the scorpion kill. Because these scorpions will be quite annoying. And take care of your eco. 15 on wood and 3 on food is not as bad as in the last game. And now he's building with this food economy 2 scouts. Well, okay. Scouts are not too bad actually, because he now sees the mode and knows that the monastery will be somewhere. And but he is in castle age, so he could also mix in some knights. Kill with scouts these pesky monks, and the knight could get the siege. So, as I said, the Celts are not too bad with their siege weapons. They're actually quite strong. But on the other side, we have, of course, the sergeant, but nothing else which plays into the hand of Splay in this very moment at least. He's now on 6 farms. He should maybe build some farms in the back, rather retreat his villagers here. This is painful. He has 4 scouts just waiting here. Also good movement, he still has some sergeants. So he will... The scorpions are actually quite strong. And the scorpions killed all the... So we need knights here.
Yes.
Scouts without any upgrades will not achieve anything. I think sergeants would be stronger here. Yeah, now we have this very little part of the map where every action is happening. I mean, could fight his enemy with siege weapons. And it's because of castle concept. I mean, look how fast the scorpions are killing the onager here. The siege workshop is just idle. Splay is not producing military units. So, what is his plan there? He has not any plan, it seems. Villager-wise, they are even at least. But Splay has a single military unit. Contrast to 12 on the side of his opponent, and he's now even diving underneath TC with siege weapons. I mean, these goblins are super strong. But Splay doesn't even fight this with villagers here. Okay. So, yeah, it seems like another GG moment here. Because, okay, as the scorpions die, well, maybe it was too ballsy. Splay lost the siege workshop. He lost a lot of builds here, not paying attention. He has not any military units and not any military unit production. This is over. And, unfortunately for Splay, this was obvious. So what would be a potential counter? Everyone knows this here, so everyone who sees Celts in the head of this year might think about some early translation question. So what you could do is, yeah, build military units yourself as much as possible. Maybe spot even accumulate the forward and destroy it before it's doing anything. But right now it's just over. Splay has nothing. He has 0 on food. He has not. Oh well, I'm like, he has a single military sergeant just waiting to be converted. This TC will go down. The regionals are not range made. And yeah, GG, well played by Foodbase. But of course, I mean, we know that Splay was a harder. Everyone is still like the champion, but he has just come back from holidays. He was not up to any practice. But I'm sure that he will be back to training after this series. And as we know, the Swiss format is not the last game in this tournament. So it's not yet over for Splay in this tournament, and also he is doing the right thing here to chase the Mangonel. There's one for the Mangonel here, but I'm sure he lost too much already. It's 31 villages to 41. So yeah, economy-wise, this is ahead. Even though he is not yet booming, which he could do actually. And yeah, the TC is burning. And look, this pesky villager is even repairing the scorpion. Now the mobs are just going underneath the TC because they know they could just do it. The TC is burning anyway, and 3 mangonels are too much here. So these 3 mangonels will eat the TC, especially with Splay not having enough wood because the wood resources are just melting. And once this TC is falling, it's HG. I mean, it's already HG, but without this TC, it's just even more desperate than already. So, at least he killed 2 mangonels here, but 2 more mangonels of the opponent are already following. And 4 monks are pesky because they could convert the villagers of Splay, even making the villager disadvantage greater. Now the converted sergeants roaming around the base of Splay. So it's GG. I might even be able to cast the last game after this short video. So stay tuned and see you later.